Hi, this is David Old. Welcome to my home. I'm going into the master bath right now. This project's been languishing for 6 weeks while Bell Tile refuses to come back. So today, a new contractor, I got 3 bids to finish the job after making them multiple offers to just call bygones, write a HIC compliant home improvement contract compliant. I didn't know these things when I started out, but I can assure you that Bell Tile knew these things. They've been, as they say, in business for 30 years. But I'll write more about that later. So this is where they left it. And then they sent me a bill stating that the shower was prepped for tile. So we're going to go over why it's not. And I didn't know this until I started getting bids to finish the job after they refused to come back and were really hostile about the job. I don't understand it. It's just not used to dealing with hostility and people acting just in a really irrational, erratic manner. But so here it is. Notice something missing on the floor? The floor, to be prepped for tile in the shower pan, would be prepped with deck mud, sloped to the trough drain. They helped me pick all this stuff out. They've seen it all. They knew it was all here. The tile, they had samples. They were bidding on the tile, the floor tile. So they knew everything. This could have been done. And, I'm actually glad because they never knew these things, or they didn't mention them to me. But, since I had to bring new people in, I learned more stuff. Like, there's an error when they fire the tile. That actually means something to someone that knows what they're doing. And I'm not really sure what it means yet. They explained it to me, but there's a crown on the tile as it goes through the kiln, and it actually, the layout that I had designed would have been wrong had they done it. And these tiles cannot be cut in half. Marazzi, who is a tile manufacturer, I haven't gotten this information back, but they say where you can cut the tile so the crown doesn't show. Had this been done, which they didn't know, Bell Tile, they would have cut it in half, and as the slope goes down into here, and then on all the tile cuts in here, there would have been like a 1 millimeter imperfection, ridge on every cut. It would have looked horrible. So, in hindsight, I'm glad they're gone. But back to this. Someone has to fill that in. Now, one of the 3 companies that came out said that this is just wrong. One company said they they just had to tear it down and start over. That bid was $16,800 to finish it, and they would have been here for 2 weeks, and they would have torn this all out. Are they right? Are they wrong? That's one of the cautions of walking off a job that you're still liable for, is that nobody else wants to assume your liability. So what I understand is going to happen now, and I heard this from 2 different companies. One again wanted to tear everything out and just start over completely. But they're gonna, this isn't a rough enough surface for this float to attach to. So they're gonna chip part of this out and then lay it in again. So, there's 3 of them. 1, 2, 3. They did do this, and they did this the day of, but they kind of had poopy pants when they were here before, when they left, and this wasn't finished. And now it's a mess, somebody else to clean up. So this isn't done. And back to the, there's no deck mud. So this shower is demonstrably not ready for tile. It's just not ready. Again, I didn't know this at the time, but when people start acting irrationally and demanding that I do something and make threats, I start to wonder why. And that's when I really started questioning who Bell Tile is. And the response and the research I found was just not pretty. So life's too short. I'd like to get my bathroom back, before the end of this year. So anyway, so here we are. We're starting up again today, and I'm hoping for smoother sailing. But had Bell Tile finish this job, I just think it would have been a disaster. And I don't think they had any intention of ever coming back.